I enjoyed that. It wasn't perfect for sure. I enjoyed that. There are a lot of Silent Hill inspirations from that, especially the whole like uncertainty about whether the hell is of the main character's own creation, and of course like the traumas that they've been through and stuff like that, especially the trauma with his father. It's a little bit on the nose. It's not as subtle as something like Silent Hill really is. I enjoyed it for what it is, but I don't know how long I would really play that game for, because everything about it feels clunky. Moving the character feels clunky. The combat is very, very clunky. You die really, really quickly, and the only counter is the healing medication, like the painkillers for instance, but the painkillers barely heal you, and so the only proper healing item is the first aid kits, which I suppose that works, but the first aid kits are very finite, so it's like you have to make the decision to get into clunky combat or just run away. But it felt like there were situations where you didn't really have a choice. It was just smarter to run away because the enemies are so slow. I did like that there were different enemy types. I'm not sure if some of them were just recolors of the same enemy, but they were different looking enemies. And of course there was the one that spits at you as well, so that adds a little bit of a tactical element to the combat, whether you should take out the spitting guy first or take out the other dudes first and then make your way to the spitting guy. I just don't know how long I would actually play this game for. It might just be a me thing, but games like this, I find I love them very much, but some of them give me really bad headaches after I play them for too long. I specifically noticed this in Silent Hill 1, which could be a combination of all of the heavy screen effects being used and the whole PlayStation 1 element to it. But this game had a similar effect where now after about an hour and a half of this demo, where you could probably finish the demo in about an hour if you're not an idiot like me, but an hour and a half of this demo, and it definitely gave me a bit of a headache. So the screen effects are hectic. Yeah, the radio frequency, I felt like the radio was dumb. The radio was useless. You're like talking to your dad is helping you, but he's also trying to kill you. I don't really understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I can see it's interesting to say the least, very, very inspired by Silent Hill, and definitely not bad, but I'm curious to see. I hope they improve a lot of things, especially the combat, without any way to actually move out of the way of the enemies. At least in something like Silent Hill, even Silent Hill 1, you could sidestep your enemies intelligently and you could avoid damage like that. But you have to really get right up in your enemy's face to do any damage, and even then you're basically like constantly toggling between lock-on mode, hit, release the trigger and run away, and then lock on again, hit, release the trigger, run away. It's not a satisfying loop at all. The guns were okay. I didn't like that I couldn't aim up and down. I couldn't get any headshots, and actually using the guns didn't really feel satisfying, especially the shotgun. The shotgun sucked ass. I couldn't even tell if I was doing damage with it. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting game. Definitely keen to see where they're gonna go with it, but I don't know how long if I could actually play like a 6-hour version of this.